Hello guys. Alright, I want to show you some few things I look at if I must take a trade. Right. Number one thing I must look at is the trend of the market. I want to confirm the trend. Is it bullish or bearish? So I must see a break of structure. So I want to see a break of structure. Then the next thing I look at is correction. Let's take for instance that our market is bullish, right? So let's say market is bullish. So now I want to see a break of structure. The next thing I want to see price correcting, right? You know, when price is giving you higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, the higher highs, for instance, when price is giving us something like this, higher high, we have higher high, another higher low, higher high. So we'll call this impulsive move, and this is what corrective move. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive, right? So I want to see a higher high, which is break of structures. Then I want to see correction, which is the corrective move. So the next thing I want to see is what? Correction. Then the next thing I want to see is in the course of correcting, as price is correcting, I want to see price also clearing liquidity, right? So I want to see price to clear what? Our liquidity. Then after liquidity is cleared, the next thing is POI, point of interest. So once liquidity is cleared, the next zone very close to liquidity, that's where I take my buy or my sell from. So let's take for instance that we'll have a chart giving us something like this, and I want to take this market or this setup. Now I want to see price giving us what? Higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Now let's take that this is our high, which is this very one. This was our, remember, this wasn't there already. So we are kind of want to see something like, want to see a high, which is this break of structure, right? But then want to see price correcting. So this place becomes our break of structure. This is a break of structure, don't get me wrong, but then this is another high, the recent high, right? Now, price is correcting, right? Now, the question is at what point will this correction get to before we take our buy? So, for this correction to be valid, it must do what? It must clear a liquidity. Liquidity must be cleared. Liquidity is a must. It must be cleared. So now, if price is coming down and you see this kind of move happening, now your liquidity is somewhere here. This your liquidity is somewhere here, right? Remember, break of structure, which is this, and giving us this recent high. Then want to see a correction, which is the second part, right? As price is correcting, want to see price doing what? Clearing liquidity, and this is the liquidity. Then the next point is what? Point of interest, and that is where we take our buy from. Our point of interest. From there, you take your buy. You can take it is for you if you are really good at risk management. Your TP has to be somewhere here. But if you want to try it, maybe you want to risk more, you can leave it above this. But normally your TP has to be here, right? So for the purpose of this course of this class, our TP will just be here. So this is basically how I look at my chart whenever I'm trading. So if I don't see any of these things happening, I don't take it. Now another question could be, why must price get to this place? Why must price get to here? Why not maybe somewhere here before it buys or sells? Now the question is, for price to get to this place and go back, let me make another move. Let's say for price to get to this place and go back, there must be a liquidity that price will have to clear here. Maybe if you go to the lower time frame, you must see something that price is respecting. And again, there's what we call breaker block. This is a breaker block here. It's also another point of interest where price will have to do what? Mitigate from, right? Price can also mitigate here and decide to go back. So it must not necessarily come down to this place, just like this one. So price might decide to take a support here and go back, right? So in the course of taking this support or maybe mitigating at this particular zone to continue, there must be a liquidity around maybe somewhere here for price is trying to cover. And if price does not clear that, it's not going to buy. If maybe there is no liquidity cleared, price might just trick you and maybe get to somewhere here. You would think he's already buying and it will just get here and maybe come to somewhere at this level and then decide to go down, to decide to still come down, possibly here, because here already will become what a liquidity. If price does not hold here will become liquidity, and then price might decide to come down to this place and take the buy. So you have to make sure that liquidity must be cleared. If it's not cleared, this place is not gonna hold. Price will just come down, a little bit to this place, and then take that buy. This thing happened. I'm already on a trade, and it happened here on Friday. This last Friday, if you look at this, already I've seen a break of structure, right? Which price gave us this? Then I marked out my POI here, which I knew that price was gonna come down to this place to mitigate. But then price got to this level and decided to buy. He came back again, decided to buy again. I wasn't moved by that because I know liquidity has not been cleared. Price will still come down, right? So I had to just calm down until price got to this place and tapped in swiftly. Swiftly, price tapped in and then is buying. Market is closed already. So by Sunday night, which is tonight, we're expecting this market to open. Then we take our buy. We continue our buy, right? So it's always good to understand market structures. Once you understand market structures, some of these things will not be an issue because it will help you to eliminate unnecessary or avoid unnecessary risks and also losses at the same time. So maybe in our next class, I'm going to cover about the POI, things you should know, a valid order block or valid point of interest, so you don't just have to see any point and hop in, right? And again, patience will also help you not to blow your accounts. All right, take care.